Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video we have this 2023 Lexus RX 350 and we're going to do the Taillight Tint installation for this vehicle. So as you can see, this is how it looks before doing the installation on the taillights, and this is how it looks after the installation. So the tint has PPF properties, which means it will protect the lenses from yellowing over time, as well as protect it from any small scratches or any road debris that may hit the lens. If you like the product, link for the product will be linked below. But with that being said, let's get started with the installation video. So the tools you need in order to install the tint kit will be Slip Solution, Tack Solution, a heat gun, squeegee, and a microfiber towel. And a step-by-step guide in order to create the two solutions will be in the description below. So before we start with the installation, we need to make sure we prep the tail light. So all you need to do is apply Slip Solution to the lens. And with a clean microfiber towel, start removing any contaminants that the tail light may have. So once you finish prepping the tail light, now we can start with the installation. So just apply Slip Solution to this middle section of the tail light and Slip Solution to the adhesive side of the film. And with this one, it doesn't matter where you start off, as wherever you start, you align it on the edge. So make sure if you start here, align it there. If you start on the other side, align it to the other edge. So make sure you give yourself enough material also to just cover the reflector side of the top section of the tail light. So right there should be good. Once you have it on the edge, lift the film carefully and apply tack solution underneath and on top of the film. Grab your squeegee, hold it in position, and just tack it down to secure it. We'll secure this afterwards. All we need to do first is make sure we secure this middle section, that way it doesn't fall off the tail light. So as long as this one is secured, we can move on and aligning this one and tagging it down to this edge. So you're going to do a light stretch on this area here to reach it to the edge so it could get full coverage. So just stretch it lightly until you reach to the edge. You can use Slip Solution in case the film does dry up, that way you're able to stretch the film. Place it back down after you applied Slip Solution and stretch the film lightly until you reach to the edge. And remember to give yourself material to cover the top. So once you have it there, we're going to secure with Tack Solution and our squeegee. So once you finish tagging out there, all we need to do is lift the film and apply Slip Solution. That way we move it and align it to cover the top piece of the reflector as well. So apply Slip Solution. And once you apply Slip Solution, now we can move the film and adjust it to the top edge here. Once you have coverage on the top, now we can start sealing it. So to seal it, apply a tack solution underneath and on top of the film. Hold it in position, that way it doesn't move, and start tagging it down. And don't forget, once you finish tacking down the middle section and you remove all the solution, secure the top. And if you're having trouble tacking down the top section, with tack solution and heat, you'll be able to tack it down more faster. But right now, we're focusing on just removing the solution that's underneath the film. So do the same on this side, and then we'll finish it out by applying heat. Once you're done securing the film, grab your microfiber towel and just clean this whole middle section. That way you're able to see if you have any bubbles underneath the film. And if you see that you don't have any, then we can move on to the next step, which is sealing the top and then the lower section of the tint. And like I mentioned, to do it, all you need to do is apply tack solution and heat and use your microfiber towel to tack it down, and you should be good. And then once you're done sealing the top and the bottom section, we can move on to the side piece. So to start off the installation for this one, all you need to do is apply Slip Solution to the lens and Slip Solution to the adhesive side of the film. And with this one, the film has a small cutout here. So that one, we're going to align it to this section of the tail light. And make sure the top piece is laying flat on the top section of the tail light. Okay, so now once we have it aligned, secure this section first. So we're going to apply tack solution on top of the film and a little bit underneath. So just lift it carefully, keep it aligned. Once you have it aligned, grab your squeegee and start tacking it down to secure it. Make sure to remove all the solution that's trapped behind the film. And once this is secured, and now we can move on to each section. So with this one, we're going to start by tacking down this one since it's the most easiest one. So all we need to do is do a light to reach it to the edge right here. And once you have it on the edge, just tack it down to secure it. Make sure this piece just lays flat here. That one will work on it after we finish tacking down this lower section. Okay, now that we have this one secured, all we need to do is stretch the film until we reach to this edge in order to remove this finger right here. So in case the film did get dry, lift it carefully and apply slip solution underneath and on top of the film. Place it back down, make sure this area is dry. That way we're able to put our hand and stretch the film. And then just place your hand and stretch it until you reach to this edge. And also make sure everything's aligned here. So keep it aligned, just like this. So it should be like this, following the design of the tail light. Align here and align here. Once you stretch it and it's ready to go, we need to secure it. So just apply tack solution on top of the film and a little bit underneath. Hold it in position so it doesn't move and just start tagging it down to secure it. Make sure to remove all the solution that's trapped underneath the film. And then if you have any small fingers, we could remove those by applying tack solution and heat. But right now, our main focus is just making sure we remove all the solution in the middle section of the film. Now we can remove the fingers, and after we're done removing the fingers, we're going to seal the top edge and the lower edge here, and then move on with the top piece that we're still missing here. So apply tack solution wherever you see the fingers and on the edges that we need to seal, and just apply heat, bring them down, and use your microfiber towel to seal all the edges. So for the top strip here, just make sure when you stretch it until it reaches the top edge. So it needs to cover all this section here and reach it to the edge here. So since the film did get dry, just apply a little bit of slip solution. That way we're able to tack it down and stretch it to the edge here. So stretch right on the edge. Once you have it there, grab your tack solution to start tacking it down and securing it. And this part, just slowly bring the film outside and tack it down. And then we'll finish it off with applying heat to seal all the edges right here. And then after that, we'll install the last piece, which covers the reflector side of the tail light here. So now seal the edges and you should be good. Okay, so with this one, you could do it two methods, either the dry or the wet method, but just make sure when you are using the dry method not to stretch the film. But for this one, I'll show you guys how to do it the wet method. So just apply a little bit of slip solution on the top edge and a little bit of slip solution on the film, and just start by aligning it on this section of the curve of the tail light, and just follow the design of the curve here, and make sure not to stretch the film, because if you stretch it, then the film here in the middle is going to lift because it has so much tension going that way or that way. So just make sure you secure it first. So like that, apply tack solution, that way we're able to tack it down. Grab your squeegee and lightly tack it down. Afterwards we can apply heat, that way the film stays tacked down and doesn't move as we're tacking it down and aligning it to the rest of the tail light. So apply heat, that way the adhesive on the film starts to activate faster. Now that it's secured, just pass your finger just a little bit, that way the film tacks down. And now that it's secured, just follow the rest of the design as you go, but make sure not to stretch it too much, because like I said, this will lift. And then just reach it until you reach to this edge right here. Apply tack solution and apply heat. That way we help the film tack down faster. So you can use your finger, apply heat, and use the pressure of your finger to start securing it. You can use your microfiber towel just to help it bring it down just a little bit. Make sure the edges are sealed, and then we should be good. The last thing to do once you finish installing both the tail lights is to pulse seat the entire panel. So the last thing to do once you finish installing the tail light is to pulse seat the entire film. So all you need to do is apply tack solution all over the tail light. And we're going to use the heat gun in order to apply heat around the film to help the adhesive activate faster. And we're going to use our microfiber towel to help it tack down and remove any solution that's still trapped around the edges. And then once you're done with this step, you're done with the installation. So just take your time pulse seating the entire panel. And then once you're done pulse seating the entire panel, you're good to go. Thank you for choosing Bogar Tech Design. As a small business, your support means everything to us. If you loved your product, please drop a review. If you have questions or issues, don't forget to message us via email. Once again, thank you so much for the support from our family to yours. So that concludes the installation video for the Taillight Tints for the 2023 Lexus RX 350. We hope that this video helped you guys out with the installation. If it did, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.